everyone. This is Dr. Live with New Insight. And thank you so much for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is 3 Unnoticed Signs of Depression. What if I told you depression doesn't always look like sadness? It doesn't always look like crying, isolating, or not being able to get out of bed. Sometimes it hides in behaviors that seem completely normal, even productive. We've all heard about the typical signs and symptoms of depression, but today in this video, I want to talk about 3 hidden signs that are often overlooked. These are patterns that don't always raise red flags, but they can quietly point to someone who is struggling internally. And the truth is, sometimes the person experiencing these signs doesn't even realize it themselves. Number 1, going to bed or taking a nap when you're not tired or sleepy. Now, of course, rest is important. It is a part of self-care, but this is different. This is sleeping when you're not actually tired, when sleep becomes less about a physical need and more about emotional escape. Because when you're asleep, unless you have anxiety or a sleep disturbance, you don't have to think. You don't have to feel. You don't have to face what's weighing on you. So instead of processing emotions, the mind looks for a way out, and sleep becomes that outlet. You might notice this looks like taking frequent naps during the day, even when you've had enough rest, going to bed early just to check out, or staying in bed longer than necessary, not because your body needs it, but because being awake feels heavy and overwhelming. And the tricky part is, it can feel harmless. You might tell yourself, I just need rest, when in reality, you're trying to get relief from something deeper. Number 2, never wanting to be home or alone. Now this one can be especially confusing because on the outside, it doesn't look like depression at all. It might look like someone who is outgoing, social, always busy and on the go. But sometimes that constant movement isn't about connection. It's about avoidance, because being alone means being left with your thoughts. And for some people, those thoughts can be overwhelming. So instead, they stay busy. They go out even when they're exhausted. They say yes to plans even when they don't really want to go. And they surround themselves with people even when the connection isn't meaningful. Not because they enjoy it, but because it feels better than sitting in silence. Because silence can bring up everything they're trying to avoid and push down. So instead of slowing down, they keep moving. Number 3, always being the strong one. And this one is often the most overlooked. The person who is always the strong one. They're the one everyone calls when things go wrong. The one who gives advice, solves problems, and holds everything together. To others, they seem stable, reliable, unshaken. But what people don't see is that being the strong one can sometimes become a role they feel stuck in. They start to believe, I can't fall apart. I have to keep it together. Other people need me. So they show up for everyone else while quietly neglecting their own needs. They carry their own struggles in silence because they don't feel like they have the space to be supported too. And over time, that emotional weight builds. Now, a key insight is this. These signs and symptoms alone, without further context and assessment, do not automatically mean someone is depressed. However, they are common signs and symptoms in those who are diagnosed with mild, moderate, and major depression. Also, people who experience these signs and symptoms don't always recognize them as depression because it doesn't match what they've been taught depression is supposed to look like. There's no constant crying, no complete shutdown, no obvious red flags. Instead, it looks like functioning. It looks like pushing through. It looks like staying busy, staying strong, and staying distracted. But here's the truth. Functioning is not the same as being healthy and okay. You can be productive and still be overwhelmed. You can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. And you can be the strong one for everyone else and still feel like you're carrying too much. And when these patterns go unnoticed, they don't just go away, they build. And avoidance turns into emotional exhaustion. Constant busyness turns into burnout. And being the strong one turns into silent suffering. So instead of asking, am I depressed? A more helpful question might be, am I avoiding something I need to face? Am I giving myself the same attention and care I give to others? And am I actually okay or just getting by? Because awareness is where change begins. Remember, depression doesn't always look obvious. Sometimes it's hidden behind busyness, strength, and survival. So check in with yourself and check on others, not just on the people who seem like they're struggling, but also on the ones who always seem fine. And if this resonated with you, take a moment to ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What do I actually need right now? Because you don't always have to be the strong one. And if you're being honest with yourself, which one did you relate to most? Number 1, sleeping just to escape. Number 2, staying busy to avoid being alone. Or number 3, always being the strong one. Comment 1, 2, or 3 in the comment section below. And if none of these fully resonated with you, share your experiences. You never know who needs to hear your story. And remember, just because you're functioning doesn't mean you're not struggling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.